Eval Williams, me hear you introduce yourself already. And you still gone back in a school in at the ending of your debate when your time blood clot up already. You know, say if you knock on a knock that desk, you hurry strong and not try wake up for the man no drop a bumbo clot sleep and the whole one no drop a sleep. So who not sleep knock your desk? Cat a sleeping.
Fire.
Welcome viewers and subscribers. Bless up that themselves. Hope that them doing well. Good afternoon. Blessed love. But yeah, get to the point as usual. So yesterday, FAYVAL Williams do a presentation, and trust me, the presentation was a disaster and pure friction. Just pure lies. Like them just write something, give her a like. Them just write something, give her come out, come read out in a parliament to the Jamaican people them. And just send be delusional things to the public when it make no sense. Anyway, I don't have to say nothing much to her now because you see that data up on the screen. She have some more things to say. FAYVAL, listen this.
Father God, then couldn't put me up in a blood clot parliament with FAYVAL blood clot junkie, with FAYVAL jambi to blood pussy ras clot. Make me and her go debate about Jamaica. Cause at all time Jamaica she come with con debate about. Girl, them could have put me in the parliament, me and you go up on the debate. Make me have no spot, standpipe and water pipe and pipe used to run from. Oh God almighty man, FAYVAL. When me see it come like a joke when I take the Jamaican people. When me look upon them something at the blood clot and people come and laugh, then later they speak there. Now understand say uno not the one fuck. Which part of blood clot when you put water in a pipe? And where the blood clot this year to where chuck them down on the road where water and the pipe then dig up on the road and dig up. Any picnic band for 1991 right now can come show no one road in a 1991 or none of them time there. Come show no one road where dig up so no put in water infrastructure. One of them, when take out the pipe them and so not change because water pipe and give people cancer in them to blood clot and go dig up the road them to take them out. Where the blood clot one idiot come chat to me sucker.
And she not done anything on a year.
You have to put on my blood clot PNP guns if you do this a bomber clot video. You have to blood clot junkie jambi blood clot long time old time bomber clot done out and you good as all fuck out the whole line of blood clot parliament. Dirty blood clot FAYVAL Williams. You favor them like a blood clot, you're half dead, no pussy clot. You look like a take you off a pussy clot, icy blood clot coming in parliament contact. Like a idiot mascot girl, where the blood clot you contact about tank water and white where you used to out. And when you put water in a pipe? Tell me if in 9 years Andrew make water in a people blood clot yard bomber hole. Tell me if Andrew make people have cell phone and water in a yard where you can laugh like you do something for the blood clot people them. With your little dumb self if you don't know where the people them thump you down in there if you try force it. Where is the plan? Where is it? We're not going to talk about and just sit down with plan on it. So idiot girl want to put water in a blood clot people yard and house. Just remember the PNP and the PJ parties and blood clot push us him so government and go me this no man.
Alright, two reasons make you won't feel upset as how this woman feel. One, maybe you're a JLP or a dieted one with bias. Two, you don't watch the presentation. Alright, we'll move along now. This lady you see on the screen, her daughter got poisoned at school. And some mix up thing are going on with she and the Prime Minister and tough and when I have to listen to hear the 100. People are such a mad. So that's a true she mad me she come out and attack and people are say because she a PMP which I get for hovers some information that she is a dieted labor right and them kinda check her. But I want to listen this and read between the lines. Yeah man, listen what I go on.
Mr. Andrew Ole, sir, it's the last time me talking to you about my daughter Makeda Cole. Good evening, I'm Miss Juliet Ole and the whole of I'm talking to. Over Hamilton, me the warn you, sir. Miss or sir, can you look like you're a man? Can you couldn't be a woman? From 2019, the 9th of October, Makeda died, and you run come on me yard with Jamaica Labour Party postcard. Come get me out of me bed, me a moan, and come tell me, say, if me not see Christopher Tufton to contest this school, because it's Dr. Oriya Strong, and you write a letter and put for Andrew Ole's desk. Me a tell you, Mr. Andrew Ole's, bro God, otherwise bro devil. Teacher head can roll now. School can lock down now. With no apology. Me I tell you, with no apology. Christopher Tufton contest his school. Contest his school now.
People, what your thoughts on that? Yeah, just drop your thoughts in the comment section. But my thoughts are when me, as far as me see, them use her to get her vote. Anyway, we're gonna move along, with a powerful and a strong reason. Whole heap of information. And you see them when you see we post them clip here, I for freshen the younger one them mind. And for freshen our mind to watch what go on.
Payout in 2012 from SSL. And so in 2021, when the Prime Minister closed his account, and according to him, his account that he did not have in SSL, he stated that the IC report stated that he had a payout of $143,000 from SSL. So we're seeing the Prime Minister getting withdrawals from SSL, but we don't have any clue nor the source have any clue that the Prime Minister ever had an account in SSL, nor did the Prime Minister paid or invested according to the Ponzi scheme. Which we know they weren't doing, but for argument's sake, we don't have any idea, any clue, any evidence that he's had any deposit into SSL. And so it tells me that SSL was set up, and the criminal web of all of these criminals are all friends, and they were using the money of the investors to give to each other. Now, as it relates to the VALs, let me say this very quickly. Voss is caught in a lie. This interview exposed the letter that he put out or about 3 weeks ago when he stated that he had no clue about the SSL being transferred as a gift to his daughter-in-law. While we know tonight that he had multiple accounts in SSL, and we also know that he was the treasurer of the Jamaica Labour Party that was taking withdrawals from SSL. So how in the world you need to come to the microphone and clear your name, Voss. You need to clear your name because you're the same one said nothing is private in Jamaica. So if you did not know that your daughter-in-law received SSL building as a gift that cost over $300 million, you didn't know about it till 3 weeks ago, but at the same time, you had multiple accounts in SSL, and at the same time, you were the treasurer for the Jamaica Labour Party, who was receiving multiple transfer from SSL and taking money from the Jamaica Labour Party accounts to pay for your daughter's college fees. Come to the mic and clear that up, because in my opinion, you should resign from office, and the people in West Portland should not ever endorse you to be any MP in Portland until you clear your name. Now, as it relates to the Jamaica Labour Party, the Jamaica Labour Party was involved in this Ponzi scheme to fund their elections. The 2016 election was funded by SSL, and then also the 2012 election that Mama P won. The Jamaica Labour Party used funds from SSL for that election also, and we can imagine that the 2020 election was also another funding source for the Jamaica Labour Party, using taxpayers' money from NHT, using taxpayers' money from NIS, using taxpayers' money from NFS, and the health insurance, let me get it right, the National Health Fund, the National Health Fund and the Banana Board for Farmers. So the Jamaica Labour Party has been using taxpayers' money to fund their election, which I believe in America, that is a crime, and they should be prosecuted. And this is why the people of Jamaica should reject the Jamaica Labour Party for their criminal activities. And when they run out to the microphone to threaten that you're going to sue me, because we have the facts, we have the evidence that the Jamaica Labour Party government is a transnational crime organization that is involved in money laundering, stealing taxpayers' money, drug trafficking, gun trafficking, and the Jamaica Labour Party is an arm also of the Jamaica Shower Posse that the CIA classified as a notorious gang that that is connected to the Jamaica Labour Party. And so one last point, as it relates to the DPP, the DPP is between a rock and a hard place. And if she dare think she can throw this case out, if she dare think she can prosecute Gina Panton alone, this case is going to send her to prison after she retires from her office. Because what she needs to do is to prosecute everybody that's involved in the SSL Ponzi scheme that the Kroll investigators, forensic investigators, say that she should prosecute. She doesn't need to do have any investigation going on. The investigation was already completed. So all she has to do is act on the recommendation of Kroll's and Associate, the forensic auditors from the UK, and do what they recommend to do. Mark Krosky and his father, Hugh Krosky, we know as the source stated, that money cannot be checks and money cannot be signature, and the two signature only comes from the CEO, Chief Executive Officer, which is Mark Krosky, and the financial controller, which is Hugh Krosky. So therefore, it tells us that Gina Panton could not have fleeced $4.5 billion, even though in her affidavit she stated that she only is responsible for 20% of $4.1 million. And so we know now that the Prime Minister is linked to SSL. So when corrupt Morgan come out, Senator Morgan came out the other day to cover for the Prime Minister. Be careful, Morgan, because you're such a pathological liar that you're implicating yourself in a criminal crime scene and you're aiding, abetting, and covering up for criminals. The Prime Minister never invested in SSL on the stock exchange because SSL was never trading on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, according to the source. The SSL was placed on the stock exchange in a reverse takeover by C2W Music Company in 2018. 10 years after the Prime Minister joined SSL. And so if he got a payout in 2011, according to his former lawyer, if he got another payout in invested in bonds, and it matured in yield in 2021. So that's why he got a dividend or a return ROI on his investment of $143,000. So why did he get a payment in 2011 according to his lawyer, and why did he get a payment in 2012 again when he never had an account in SSL? And so as we this large, and they need to all be prosecuted, and this is no time to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. After this election and the Jamaica Labour Party is defeated in a landslide defeat, the Jamaica Labour Party should never be in position to represent in politics ever again in Jamaica. The Jamaica Labour Party should be dismantled. They're a criminal organization. They're not worthy to represent people, and they all should be locked up and prosecuted. Back over to you, Sir Byron.
Right. Thank you for that. Now, as you know, Mystic Sensation and the brand that we like as it relates to the discussion that we use evidence, source document to back up. So what I'm going to prove as FSC who are the flag funds, right, for years. But FSC and JSE now collaborated to have SSL on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. So let me prove evidence number one as it relates to the knowledge that FSC that we have SSL branded properties institution by FSC 5 years ago. Proven as it relates to, we are going to knowledge, right? As it relates to FSCs. Again, the commercial. Right? Yeah. In that situation, that we are going to prove with mainstream source, right? Reporting on FSC, right? Situation where it is, right? And for people to read along with us, right? To show people that what we are presenting. To show people that what we are presenting, what we align it with on mainstream media. Mainstream media, right? So I went to site. Hold on. Someone's coming. You can share? It's sharing, but it. Hold on, let me resend to you. It's not you, it's the site. So what is okay. Alright, so let us show the people this. Okay, alright. It's there, but it's not just our discussion. So let us read this information because this is how it is coming up. I don't know why it is coming up just like this. Alright, so the opinion is contained in an exclusive 8-page report prepared by the FSC in February 2017 at the end of a meeting with SSL representatives who were trying to convince the regulators not to suspend its license. Suspension of the company dealer's license, even for a day, would inevitably lead to a total destruction of the company and destabilization of the financial sector. SSL reportedly noted in the document obtained by the cleaner, it added that SSL has been a problem institution, especially concerning its financial position. The FSC noted that for 5 years and 6 months, leading up to February 17, so this is not talking about 2012 people. The company had been operating under its direction and has remained a problem institution for failing to file its annual report for the period of June 30 to 2016. Failing to file audited accounts within 90 days after close of the financial year and granting credit to related parties in violation of orders issued in 2013. The revelations are sure to raise serious questions about the FSC's oversight and efforts it took to both inform and protect the public, including sports legend Usain Bolt, from the questionable actions of the 50-year-old company. Right there, also question in whether SSL has satisfied 7 conditions imposed by the FSC for the company to affirm suspension in 2017. Take it away. We want to tie down, right? This situation with solid evidence. Now, people, remember that was 2012. Now, remember, look what FSC and JSE done as it relates to putting FSL on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, in spite of knowing very well that FSL is a problem company. exchange. Now let us go to this document to show the world the truth in terms of what we are talking about. SSL to acquire C2W, right? Music in a reverse takeover. Let us show the evidence tonight. Here it is, Jamaican people. Here it is. Here it is. SSL to acquire C2W, music in reverse takeover. Notice the name, people. Wednesday, June 27, 2018. And remember, from 2009, FSC find problem with SSL. 2012, FSC find problem with SSL. 2016, FSC found problem with SSL. Look what FSC done in 2018. Let us read the evidence here. Security Dealer Stocks Security Limited do a reverse takeover of loss-making public C2W Music through SSL Venture Capital Jamaica Limited, a nascent subsidiary used as a vehicle for investment. Let me explain what a reverse takeover. A reverse takeover simply means that you have a private company taking over a public company, as opposed to a public company taking over the private company. And in this instance, FSC and JSE facilitate this. Let us read. SSL Venture is essentially acquiring C2W Music as a shell from which to operate. The music publisher will be renamed SSL Ventures Capital Limited once the transaction is finalized. But the change is subject to shareholder approval. The renamed firm will trade on the stock exchange as SSL Ventures. Another extraordinary meeting for that vote is scheduled effectively for July. And remember, while doing this, remember that you Prosperi is on the oversight committee for the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Who want to remind you, people. Now, a reverse takeover involves a private company acquiring the controlled shares in a public traded one. In a move aimed at taking over the public company and recapitalizing it, but it also allows the private company to fast track its listing. You understand what they do? Now, the rescue program for C2W, which has been approved by regulators, which approved by people, regulators, and who are the regulators? Jamaica Stock Exchange and the Financial Service Commission. We don't have a commission of people. Jamaican people, we are not making it up. We are not telling any lies to look good. We are not telling any lies to get views. I am showing you the evidence. Let us read again. The rescue program for C2W, which has been approved by the regulator, was itself outlined and approved at the board level of the company's prior to the extraordinary meeting on Wednesday. The top two shareholders and principals of the company, Ivan Berry and Derek Wilkie, did not participate in the meeting. Right? We are basically buying C2W Music and then injecting capital and changing the business operation, said SSL Venture CEO Gray at the meeting held at the Jamaica Stock Exchange in Kingston. SSL Venture Capital is already capitalized with $850,000, but will go back to the market to raise additional funds in order to finance future deals. C2W, meanwhile, large reported negative equity of $436,000 a year when we go back and get the investors' money. Now, Greg indicated that SSL Venture should post earnings per share of 5 cents in its first year. Comparatively, C2W Music had negative earnings per share, having posted a full year net loss of $323,000. The current board and management team has already decided to step down as a part of the restoration. So we will amend the company articles of association to allow it to operate as a venture capital firm and not solely as a music rights recording, say great. Stocks and Security Limited already holds a quarter of the shares in C2W music are some 105 million of 400 million units. The rescue plan includes acquiring 80% of the total outstanding C2W shares while leaving the remaining 20% in the hands of the general public. The additional shares will be acquired from the CEO, Ivan Berry, who owns 180 million units, and Chairman Derek Wilkie, who owns 80 million shares. It is likely that FSL will acquire a portion of those holdings, since acquiring full lot from Berry and Wilkie would push SSL's holdings to 91%. Great FSL would pay 1 cent per share to acquire the holdings of Berry and Wilkie. The stock currently trading at 59 cents, but the SSL team convinced the C2W director that the fair value was 1 cent based on either a discounted cash flow or book value method of valuation, said Grace. That price effective the C2W market value to 4 million. The music published listed at startup in May 2012 at $1.29 per share after a successful IPO arranged by Stocks and Security. Now we know that this was fair. This was a failure. The company whose businessman was largely untested in Jamaica struggled since its debut revenue. 5 years later, C2W audited financials for the year ending December 2017 showed that the company capital had eroded to negative equity of $236,000 following the write-down of the songwriter's advances to bill versus $270,000 a year earlier. The write-down eliminated that large substantial asset of C2W's books, while its deficits have now accumulated to $1.52 million. This will allow shareholders to recoup some losses. If you were holding shares at the initial public offer price, Grace said of the rescue plan, the transaction to acquire and control a stake in a listed company under normal circumstances, people would have required a monetary takeover of the remaining shares in the hands of the public, SSL, in the public. However, listen up, people. However, SSL, receive a waiver and the monetary offer from the Jamaica Stock Exchange and Financial Service Commission. We can't make up this. These are factors that including the underperformance of the company and its accumulated deficit, where FSC and Jamaica Stock Exchange know that SSL has infraction. Take them. We are showing this solid proof to Jamaican people. Let me go. Let me look. You have seen the situation, Rocky, right? Where FSC has knowledge of the impropriety of FSL, and you have FSC and JSE now make a waiver right to put SSL and the Jamaica Stock Exchange. No, it's not the type of criminal. I don't know what it is. What say you, Rafi?
Teacher, I said still. All of them entangled. You know, not going nowhere else when you're connected to right or so. The whole thing connected. Don't forget, say no, the man who sent. Don't forget, say no, the man who sent the melting pot and pasta Ricky and Jamaics. What more is there to say? What more is there to say? What more is there to say? Our people know that maybe our people's people were idiots, but not our people. Not our people. Our people gone past a stage, you know, man. Them can analyze and them can make sense out of nonsense, man. And them know what going on. When something wrong, you know, when something smells bad, when something smells bad, you can't eat that, man. You can't eat it. It ain't rotten, man. You can't smell it. And this thing is rotten to the core, because no matter how them try to explain it, it just don't make sense. It cannot make sense.
No. And heretofore, I guarantee you, this is not the first time you have something like this, you know. But this is the first time you have a group of people now take this interest at the heart and say, we're going to look into this. We're going to play investigator. We're going to look into this. And then now we start to reveal them things at our people. Because before, we never pay attention to this. But now we have pay attention and we are call people out. We are call a spade a spade. And so for me, this is very easy, you know. Very easy. The voting public of Jamaica, we have a duty now, you know. We have a duty. And we can't shirk that responsibility there. We cannot say, we never know. We could have said that 50 years ago or whenever, in the past. But in this day and age, if nobody Jamaica's age can come up now and say, why we never know, say that I want, so we're not going to vote. Young people have to turn out, you know, because we have the future. And if not don't turn out, if only 30% of the people are going to vote, then that's 70% of the electorate, then not no reason for talk. If you don't vote, you can't talk. People dead, so you could have the right to vote, and then you still and say, me not vote. A foolishness, that. And especially when I talk to the young people them now, because them are the one who don't vote, you know. Them are the one who don't vote. Because them are claims that they don't say nothing for vote for. Well, I tell you what, look over the last 9 years, and you say something for vote for. Alright. Another way, you say something for vote against. You say something for vote against. Because you see a lot happen over the last 9 years, and all the things will happen. Not beneficial to the country. Look at the country there. Them come and them and tell you about our macroeconomics. You know, it's sound. Yeah. But tell that to the man who live down in the garrison. Tell him that tonight. They tell him that tonight. Tell him that.
Well, Ratty, I know I'm cut you, but the sound, the economic again, the macroeconomics, is the sound of the bell. Not sound of progress, the sound of the bell. Not sound of investment, but the sound of the bell.
When them say we don't get that, it's our word was that with B. When them say we don't get
prosperity,
and we get a P. The papa
get a P. I if you can't even advise them to. Can't show pipes in the mix.
That's the truth. You see, it's so thorough. It's so comprehensive. It's so deep. You have depth to it and you have latitude to it. There's not much you can say. You know, you just say to the public, here it is. Yes. It's the truth. There's nothing more you can say to it. So I yield. All right. Sorry, Gail, we didn't have you anchor in on the first schedule. No, we have you up. So let us hear from you, Pastor Rick, as it relates to the knowledge of SSL, culture from 2009, 2012 up to 2016, and now waiver between FSC and GSC of SSL, the Jamaica State.
It's sad because prior to Nigel Clark becoming the finance minister, my understanding is that he sat on the board of, I think it's FSC, prior to, if my recollection serve me right. And then what the source revealed is that Mark Krusty also was also on the board of FSC. So they have been complicit for prime minister in 2016 or run for party leader when he stole the position from Shaw. This guy's been a criminal all of his life. I mean, he stole the party leadership from Shaw through fraudulent behaviors, and then he lied on Mama P and stole the mind of the Jamaican people in 2016. And then he ran because he wanted to continue the Ponzi scheme because it's the same players from Paul Cheng Young and Associates, and it's it's going to expose the people in the Jamaica Labour Party, and they are criminals who have robbed the Jamaican people of tax money and create poverty for the people by stealing the minerals in the ground, the bauxite, the aluminum, the copper, the gold, everything leading up to him running for prime minister was a continuation of criminality. He did not run for prime minister to help the Jamaican people and lift them up and improve their life. He ran for prime minister to continue criminality. So under his criminality behavior in 2017, he allowed, the license was restored after Mama P was restored after Mama P and them prime minister continued his criminality by allowing a failed music company, C2W, that was having problems and was collapsing. But the source told us that C2W Music Company was SSL Baby from back when SN08, somewhere around that time. And so he allowed them to SSL to be placed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange in a reverse takeover of C2W Music, which should have never ever happened. And so we see the complicitness of the Jamaica Stock Exchange and FSC, the chairmen and the board of directors. They all colluded with a criminal prime minister who were their friend and allowed SSL to be placed on. Saw when Granny came in, the 78-year-old lady, in 2019, a year later, after they were placed on the stock exchange, and she invested what she thought she was invested $1 million, and the lady almost had a nervous breakdown after going to SSL 5 times, trying to get a payout, and was told she can't get any money. All because of this criminal prime minister who has fleeced senior citizens. Every senior citizen in Jamaica should reject this criminal and the Jamaica Labour Party for what they have done to the poor senior citizens of Jamaica. SSL should never ever been placed on the stock exchange of Jamaica to a reverse takeover because C2W Music Company was collapsing. They were failing. They weren't worthy according to what you just revealed to us. And so when you look at this criminal behavior, and I can't call this guy honorable. He's the most dishonorable person that walking in Jamaica right now. And when they lose the election, they should all go to prison. Back over to you.
Thank you so much. And in the meantime, before I call up anyone else, we have Sister Pat, who, of course, is going to give her 10 cents because, Sister Pat, right, graduated from giving 2 cents, 10 cents to each and all. Sister Pat, what you have? Where's the other like that? Sister Pat, go on with the dollar.
Good night, blessed night to all of my brothers, them, my God. And so we know these are yourself, Sister Pat. Pastor Ricky, Jamaica, big up on yourself. Well, Jamaica people, who know see that come, it has come to pass, and to man all this. It's a cruelest, wickedest, ugly thing. Keep on praying. God bless when he make you. And I'm going to see it from you. It's the wickedest we have one. Tell them to go on so I don't stand but them are so. Tell them to go on the big one. We'll see a big one at work and Jamaican people don't have strength for. You know, see people, Jamaican mothers, workers, this is where suffer. This is where this man took to the country. Up to yesterday, more than other old people will work and now they're in twilight life. When they eat their food and relax and warm to consume. Now you send them to a early grave and to all this. And to all this where it's not going to be. And to all this, you wait for them and to people feel too wet for them to come to nothing. Then why try that the win the try before the win. You know, coil. And you move and coil to understand. Idiot, they just say, son, what you're doing is wrong. Hurry strong. Don't you want me done? Don't you choose your wallet? GSP. Who needs to know? Who's a wicked 6 9 year? Since even me, I want to. But I can't budget debate. But then I know some people have sense. See if I will have to sleep. And we're gonna bring pressure on. We are doing in our face. Like it is, we are here. Just like we know under the constitution, not this. But 26, 27, 28, or whatever. A couple months now, there. Back up. Warn them, sister, but warn them. For the turn. We have things that never last in September. So the Jamaican people, those of us who have young people more than grand people, know that they don't to be life, but they vote. And 19 and start voting. They are voting. I want to see you are absolutely miserable. You have to pity them and suffer. They are suffering. You go there, make all of your promises and do all this. Until now, no, but true. You're going to make them school. You're going to turn back so the last Silicon Valley. You're going to make 150 hours within our here. Warehouse them there. When they will get opportunity to 15,000 a week after nothing. And to only see criminal in Jamaica. And we're going to take the police and kill them all. The hands. When a man fighting with anything, when a man hungry with tea. You can't look at a man and give 15,000 to one week of work in Jamaica when it least us here from point A to point B is $150. One is $320. Up to $350 no difference by way of buying the package. My God, Daniel, one at Jamaica for $220, $250. Still lunch. People at the hospital with the security them. The airport, the car, the roller company. We have a dance for them with our dirty money school that are going to invest. I run around the road and come over with brother. That's a good job. Good job. Going to security company to come here. Doing dance for them. Just go back country. Run to hotel. Run to Airbnb. Run to a family and get to international market. And then we found we go on market over there. We don't send over. We'll send money come to it. And change up with life. Fix up the school them. Get a better education. Don't teach them. Oh, that's my boy. That's a lie. Yeah, I'm a rat. I'm not a rat in my family, you know. One a mystic, you know. Right? One a mystic, you know, family. One a Jamaican, one a pastor. You know what? People every day outside in my video, you want to bet that I was like, I want to take you, I want the best thing back. Right? Every day I want to slow in a way. And look at the revelation. You know what hurt me to me, people? They know I said, you still send me your words. They didn't come from a rich family. My foot, not my black, put you in do this. I just sit down and give you the money. Right? Rock youth. I want to pray. Put on one thing. Take away your money when you want the parents. They all wicked some. I don't know so much in parliament where was the other side. Someone was married. When I respect the people, when anything I know, anything I don't feel like this girl, I think I do this. When you was here last sleeping up, and the amount of snow, when the Bible system, God, you. The people are going to like the parliament, that's half my, everything that's wrong. I'm going to pay that money in parliament. What can I go so? Nobody does ask one of them. Nobody on that facet you ain't work. I all have my two different. I want to be left one in the way. I want to investigate it. Maybe they go sit up and mark. Never been a prime minister. I've never done this country no wrong. I'm going to copy my all type of different names. I'm going to school myself. I don't want to make money in the program. I don't just have to Jamaica. Never done the university. But people like you can't fool me. You could never fool me then. What's around you can't fool me again. Right? All of you poor people we are talking with, create to make somebody. Walk away and look. What happened to your sleep goal? You have to anyone away. You said goal could have been anyone away. Because you said goal go on to rich people. And you have them plant and like everybody poor. Mercy of animal in doing one and win and put how you want you said boy put to me about what is scared of Jamaica. Oh, can you go to the mats? From 1934 adults, human suffrage. Look at the Prime Minister. This is your worst and worst around. Ever come was ever Prime Minister in Jamaica. It kills you when you're Prime Minister. It kills for anything money of God. You work as a domestic helper, you contribute to electricity, you have a roof in the house. No, me I work for me and eat to backside and everything she might carry around the corner. If I go put me a bluff away, I will mark you come in to say the girl will find up some things. Security people for 2023 they pay security some money. And support the country. The Supreme Court, all of them, the pure security and until nobody no look for the security and stay away. People are fast and yeah, my little son at that school, about 3 to 4 years now, not even a book, don't come